Hey, what's up, everybody? I just want to come up here and talk and just like give advice and, like I said, just talk a little bit. If you are in school, bro, if you're watching this video, if you're in school, bro, like elementary all the way up to high school, college, bro, listen, I'm in my 20s, bro. Please, 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 bro, pay attention in school. Like, don't try to be the class clown. Don't try to be the most popular. Don't try to go to parties, bro. None of that stuff. Like, to me, it's like, when I was younger, that's all I would. When I was in school, I was like, man, I want to go to this party, man. My life's supposed to be like this movie I'm watching, bro. Like, I'm supposed to have this person. I'm supposed to hang out with this crew. Da da da. It's like my mind was focused on everything else except what it was supposed to be focused on, bro. Like, I was pretty good in what was it? Science. I could used to look at the clouds and tell you which clouds was which, man. The humidity, all that stuff, bro. Welding, bro, like the oxygen, the acetylene, and all that other stuff, bro. I used to be decent at that, bro. What else? Math, I never really been good at math. Reading, I didn't care for it because I used to get nervous and stutter, man. But yeah, listen, if you're in school, man, please focus on your schoolwork, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, because when I was younger, people used to say it and you didn't believe it. I was in my preteen, my teens, I didn't believe what that person was saying, right? Now look at me, I'm in my 20s and I'm working at a restaurant job. Ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. Don't get me wrong, bro. If you want to become a manager, if you like doing that, okay. Or if you got a family business and but focus on school, bro. Like, really focus. Have a plan to go to college to do something, bro. Take up a sport. Most importantly, bro, I also want to say this. Put God first. That's the main thing. Put God first. And everything else, it'll just flow like water, bro. But yeah, focus on God, man. And just like I said, focus on your work, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Especially like back then, the economy wasn't that bad, bro. But now, it just seemed like you don't know which way it's gonna go. I ain't gonna say it's gonna get bad. I ain't gonna say it's gonna get good. All we can do is just have faith in Jesus and let Him handle it. But please focus on school, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Don't worry about sex, bro. None of that stuff, man. Like, if you're in a relationship, cool. You need to trust that person you're in a relationship with too. Like, if you can't, sit down and have a talk with them, bro. Communication is key. It don't matter what age, bro. If you sit down and communicate with another person, the things could be, so much stuff could have been prevented in this world, bro. If people had sat down and had a simple conversation, bro. And if you couldn't come to a decision with words, if it's the same sex, like a male and a male, sometimes, bro, people say violence isn't always the answer. No, I would never try to push violence, none of that stuff. But if I'm sitting here talking to you and we can't seem to come to an agreement, I'd be like, hey, how about a one-on-one fade? We can get some boxing gloves, me and you, go somewhere private. That's it. Don't no cameras, no people, just me, you, and the Lord above will see what we doing. I ain't saying that's right, but I would rather that happen than something else, man. But yeah, bro, I'm telling y'all, man. Like, if you in school, try not to go to parties, bro. It seems all cool and stuff. It's not. People get laced, people get hurt, abused, stuff like that, man. Yeah. And really, I'm really thankful though that God put the people He put in my life. Shout out to the Lynch family, man. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all, bro, for what y'all done for me. When my grandmother was living, when she was deceased, y'all took me in. I will forever have love for y'all, bro. Shout out to the Lee family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man. My beautiful girlfriend, man. Shout out to God, for real. I just want people to realize that it's more to life than just parties and all this stuff and drugs, man. Like, focus on God, get a good education, and just go with it, bro. I know I keep saying that. I probably sound like a broken record, but I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. It's very important. I mean, Jesus is more important than that, but you get what I'm saying. And don't ever feel peer pressure, bro. Like, when I was young, I never, it probably was one little time I felt peer pressure and I did something. It wasn't that crazy. But, yeah, man, like, and if you have to tell a trusted adult that you trusted, hey, man, I feel like I'm getting peer pressure, When I was young, I'm like, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't no, snitch. No, it's not about being no snitch. If somebody is trying to pressure you to do something you don't want to do, you need to go tell somebody else, a grown adult, man. And, sometimes you gotta be careful too, because some grown adults have like little kids, bro. They mind ain't. But, yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, bro. The main thing though, for real, just putting God, man. I got like testimonies I want to share, all type of stuff, bro. Like, And something else too with drugs. 'Cause I used to smoke weed, man. I used to drink liquor. I don't no more because I had an accident, bro. I got like testimonies, stories, man. I know 100% that Jesus is real. I got a lot of stuff, I want to get out there. It's just, excuse me. Sometimes when I talk about stuff, I get where like I don't stutter, but it's like it's hard for me to express it because it's like, man, But I'm gonna get to that point where I can. But I'm telling y'all, bro, like drugs and stuff, man. Like if you're willing to give drugs a chance, that you don't know if you willing to give drugs a chance and you don't even know what it'll do to you, why can't you do that with Jesus, bro? And talking to myself too, because I was that way. Why can't we give Jesus a chance? We don't know what he would do for us. I ain't saying he gonna make our life harder. Our life is already, I feel like life already hard. If you gonna give a drug you don't know a chance, why can't we do it with Jesus? I ain't trying to preach, I'm just trying to talk, bro, because Jesus been too good for me lately. Not lately, man, what I'm saying, he's been good my whole life, bro. Like I said, it's so much stuff people wouldn't even believe, but I just want to start like getting in my Bible, man, trying to spread peace, positive, spread the gospel for real, I'm telling y'all, bro, Jesus is the truth, man. But yeah, man, like I said, the reason I would drink is because I was depressed. Hennessy, I used to drink it like it was water. I used to smoke weed. I mean, I would get stuff done, don't get me wrong, but like I said, I was depressed. I was overweight. I'm still a little chubby, man, but depression, man, make you do stuff that it's like, man, you sit back and think like, man, God really helped me get through that moment, even though I did what I did, and it's best to repent too. But I'm telling y'all, man, I did a lot of stuff I wish I didn't do, and it's a lot of stuff I didn't do that I wish I did do, I'm gonna talk about a lot. Like I said, I was homeless on and off for a while. I wasn't taking life very serious for a while. My relationship with Jesus, that's what I got to work on right now. Man, Jesus has been really great to me. I tell you what, man, listen. I remember, man, I was younger, but I remember this. My grandmother, man, she used to go to dialysis, right? I remember the days she went like 3 or 4 days a week. Anyway, she had like a hole in her leg that was like stitched up, and I remember this. One night we all went to sleep. We stayed down this very long path inside of a shack, holes in the, it wasn't the best, but we made do with what we had. And blood was just pouring from her leg one night, and my granddaddy thought it was water or he felt something warm, and he woke us up. He had a truck then, I remember, a black GMC, a Chevy truck, and he grabbed her and put it in there, and I grabbed my sisters. I was squeezing it. I wasn't trying to hurt her. I was squeezing them, put them in the truck. Man, my granddaddy pressed the gas, she blacked out, and at the light, I remember the stoplight, she woke up. I think she was like, where am I? And then passed back out. My granddaddy got to the hospital. Later, she was like, she seen Jesus or some angels, and they asked her if she was ready, and she was like, she told us now what she said, she was like, no, she wasn't ready. All my grandmother wanted to do, she said, was just see us grow up. That woman did not want for nothing, and it's so much, man. Like I say, I'm gonna make more videos, man, but it's just showing me like Jesus is real. And I've had my own experience, bro, like real life experience, man. And I miss my grandmother. I wish I had treated her better. I wish I could have said I was sorry for the things I did, just stuff like that. But I pray Jesus know that I'm sorry and that he can help me change to be a better person. But like I say, man, y'all just focus on Jesus. If you're in school, focus on school. If you're thinking about going back to school, man, listen, it's never too late for anybody, Just, man, I hope y'all have a great night, evening, or day, depending on where you're at. And I really don't talk this long, for real. I thought this was going to be a short video. But if this video reached the right person, bro, if you're depressed, thinking about suicide, please don't do it. Give it one more day. Reach out to someone. Text me privately. I'll try to text back. I work like 9, 10 hours, but I will try to see that I at least text you back, But man, just y'all watching this, if you're sad, anything, bro, all love and peace from this way, bro. I hope y'all, I can just find that peace you're looking for without harming yourself physically or